It's not as straightforward as that, but yeah, the thinking is obviously from as I said in the post-match, that if you have the bowling attack that we would like, then it's easy to go with the 7 batters because we don't have the bowling attack that we'd like at the moment with the one injury. We feel like we need to add a little bit more batting. So that takes us to the team where we play the 2 all-rounders, and that's obviously why we brought him in. Andy's already there, Bank Proteas already there, but the thinking is to try and somehow keep an eye on, as I said, thinking forward. There will be we have to make a decision on one of the all-rounders over the next 6 games. So it's 1 more tomorrow and then 5 against Sri Lanka. So it's the time's getting a little bit shorter now and making sure we pick whoever that's going to be. So we're trying to see how we can fit him in. Obviously balance is a important question there because Dwayne has been in with the squad and Delia has also done relatively well. So that's what still needs to happen. We would love to win every game that we play, but there is a bigger picture for us, and I think that's been very, very clear over the last year. We've certainly not always picked the team that people has expected or the most experienced guys. It's about getting young guys opportunity to play. You know, even the plan before this series was to have an idea of who's going to be the closer to the starting 11. But then you have someone like Rassi, who shoots the lights out through the Mzansi League, and just it's a good opportunity to look at him, and he comes into international cricket and he does well, and that's great for him. But it's also tough on selection around the group because there's other guys that Aiden Markram has another opportunity this series. So it makes life a little bit harder in terms of selection, but we're trying to make sure that we give guys a fair run in playing games, so you don't just get 1 game and then stop, because that's your best opportunity is when you get a good run of 4 or 5 games in a row. So that's how we're trying to do it, but it is quite tough at the moment. For me, it's finding out how we play big games better, and that's by not by making it anything bigger than it already is. And obviously it is a big game, but as I said, it's something that when we do make it a big thing, we possibly don't bring the best out of ourselves as a team. So for me, it's about, once again, freeing up the guys to go out there and express themselves in whatever way they wanted to, not to see it as a huge game where they need to play differently. It's really just letting them go. But in saying that, in the last 2 years we've played really well in these sort of scenarios. We want to test ourselves every time when it's a series decider. We as a team have stepped up. So at least there is moving forward in that direction. We are winning those games, which is a huge plus point for me. So we'll just try and hopefully do the same against a very, very strong team tomorrow. It looks a good wicket, a bit more bounce in it. Generally it's a very good one-day wicket here, so I'm expecting the same.